Good afternoon, morning, day, and night, and welcome everyone to the Loaded Potato Podcast. I'm your host for today, Ivan, and I am of course joined by my co-hosts, Axel.
Ooh.
and Brandon. Nice. We got our inner caveman today.
Hey, it's like you said, episode 9. We're just a caveman.
Just caveman, full ape shit.
Unga bunga.
Ooging, aaging.
Well, yeah. So this is another episode.
Another one.
What? You know, I lose track of what episode we're on the moment that we're recording it.
Numero 14.
Sure. That probably sounds about right. Don't worry about my dementia. Right quick.
You can check us out on all of our previous episodes at Little Potato Podcast on Spotify or even on our YouTube channel as well.
Speaking of previous episodes, the previous episode that hopefully you've taken a listen or watched to, depending on, where you consume our podcast. Socials in the description.
Yeah.
I just wanted to give a little pat on your back or pat your back, whatever. Congratulate Brandon on that amazing. Huh?
Yeah.
Pat on the shoulder.
Yeah, pat on the shoulder. Sure. Yeah. I can't speak today.
Snap of the neck, pat of the shoulder.
For that interview he did with 7-Year Witch. I thought that was a really good interview.
Mm-hmm. And they seem to enjoy it as well.
Yeah, sadly, Axel and I weren't able to do that because that was around the time I was working and it just didn't fit in my schedule. I don't know about
then
Axel.
Again, you guys wouldn't have known anything about them too, so.
Yeah, Brandon's more of the music kind of dude. He's more into the whole music and bands and all that kind of stuff than we are.
Yeah, appropriate for Brandon to do something like that.
Yeah. More fits his character.
I was telling Ivan, if I continue to do this, I'm gonna just call these interviews trash music tastes.
Trash music tastes. I think it was good.
So, but we're still looking. So, don't expect anything new anytime soon. But
so, Obama, if you're listening, we'd like to interview. Yeah,
Sleepy
Joe. Yeah. Imagine if we could do that. That'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah, these 3 dudes out of fucking the low country interviewing Sleepy Joe.
Yeah.
Who would?
What's your opinion on
let's interview Joe Rogan, only the most popular podcaster of all time.
That's not true anymore. Markiplier's Distractables podcast is dethroned it on Spotify.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah, but not on Apple though.
Oh. Well, I mean, overall, did it dethrone it or no?
Yeah, it dethroned it.
Yeah.
Because that's why Markiplier now has an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, I think I heard about that.
Yeah, one of his criteria was they had to get the Distractables podcast #1 on Apple and Spotify. They got half of it done, but they couldn't do it on Apple. So he did an ultimatum. There was a little documentary that his mom put out. So they did that, and then now he has an OnlyFans, which I am subscribed to.
Bro,
Markiplier, I love you, Markiplier.
Please can we interview you?
No. But it's funny though. Just
a fair warning. I'm not sick or anything, but I have.
He's worse. He's Mexican.
Yeah, the horribleness of that. Oh my god. No, I don't know, I've been sneezing all day, so if I sound a bit off, it's because I got ligma from Brandon.
Yeah, and then from Worlds too, so.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Yeah. I want to talk about that right quick. So just to get off of the fuck Activision Blizzard, by the way.
Fuck Activision Blizzard.
Just get off of fucking Overwatch for a little bit. Fucking the World Championships, the finals of League of Legends, the most popular esports and video game of all time. It happened last night, and it was awesome. Kind of. I went to bed before it ended because it went
to game 5. We went to sleep around game 4.
Yeah, because it was gonna end at in the AMs. Like, I have a sleep schedule. It ain't. I was way too tired.
I mean, I was already asleep after like the first game anyway. So
yeah. Well, you were kind of coming in and out, I think.
And then it was the pizza, man. The pizza hit different.
Yeah. Well, for me, my excuse was I had a headache, and then it was still kind of there.
I told him to take stuff, but he didn't want to listen.
I didn't have any like.
I had stuff.
I thought you said you didn't.
I did. It was in my car.
Oh well. The past is the past.
Yeah.
Oh well. But yeah, so that happened. If y'all don't know, League of Legends is a huge. Well, it kind of is still, but not as much as it used to be, I think. But it was a huge part of my life. I was religiously addicted to it, especially all throughout high school.
Yeah, that's for true.
Oh my god, I played it so much. I was so addicted to it. But now I don't really play as much. I more just watch the esports. So I don't know. I don't know if that's better or worse.
I mean, at this point, it's better than nothing.
Yeah. So Brandon, what do you think of the finals?
It's like, so to put an analogy, it's like you got brain cancer and then like you got cured of it and you're trying to force yourself not to get it again.
Yeah, I suppose.
No, all I can say is like the opening ceremony was lackluster.
Oh my god, that was probably the worst opening ceremony I have seen in a Worlds, in my opinion.
It was interesting to watch, but like the only notable quotation marks notable name on the card was Lil Nas X, and then again, I don't even like his music.
Yeah, neither do I.
And then you were telling me he made the anthem, which did not fit like at all. Even as like I only played like League for like a small stint when I was playing with you, but even then like that is not a like a finals, like a video game finals like song. Like
it didn't get you hyped.
No, like I was telling Ivan that like you have a better chance in getting a like a metal song to work better than that Lil Nas X song.
I would love for them to try.
Like just throw Enter Sandman by Metallica. You just immediately like within like the first like 30 seconds, the slow build up just for the riffs to kick in. Like that's real build up rather than just like this mellowed out tempo, like pretty much like flatlining the entire time.
Yeah, like it wasn't really good. Actually, Axel, since you probably don't know what we're talking about, I'm gonna just paste in the channel the anthem or whatever.
What's a league?
I can't listen to it again.
Huh?
What's a league?
What's a league?
Oh yeah, and then while he's doing that, we were promised Mr. Beast.
Oh yeah.
But the thing was, we were also watching the pregame live stream, and they were like talking to everyone outside and everything. So like, the event started at 8, but then like the game started at 9. So we decided to go get pizza and food because like I'm a little fat boy, he's a little fat boy. We're gonna get food.
Yeah.
So it took us about like 30 minutes, close to 40 minutes just to get there and back for the food.
Yeah, it's a bit of a drive.
So we were watching a little bit at the Papa John's because they had to remake his pizza.
Yeah, I don't know which one they had to remake though.
They had to remake your pizza?
They were all the same. Like they all had pineapple on them.
Yeah, we're all degenerates.
Yes, but then like we were promised Mr. Beast like on the broadcast, but then like come to find out he was like, I think we might have missed him.
No, so we definitely missed him.
Yeah. So then
I didn't see him at all.
Nope, because we were just disappointed when I pulled it up, saying like, oh yeah, he was on the analyst desk, so we had to miss him.
I'm looking it up right now. I need to go see this shit.
No, I think the funny part was like that entire time you and I were watching the opening ceremony. I think we said something like ironic, and then like immediately like snap of the fingers afterwards, like it happened.
Oh like, yeah, this was. Sorry. Now that I'm looking at it, it kind of looks like this was about. It says like 25 minutes, like the timestamp. It's about 25 minutes before the Worlds thing started, like the anthem.
Oh yeah, we were driving.
Yeah, we were driving, so I think we literally missed it.
Mm-hmm. Because what was
Damn.
it? Oh, the one thing that killed me was during the opening anthem. They were showing like they had like these big glass mirrors for projectors, and they were projecting a certain character. I don't know the characters' names. Ivan, you have to remind me what their names were.
Yeah.
And just full disclosure, this is like I'm not meaning anything against this. This is when I said this.
Oh my god! Wait, I know what you're talking about.
So what ended up happening? This black character comes up on screen. Like I swear, I swear, if this black character and then it turns to a little Nas, like I'm gonna lose my shit. And then like
oh
I'm
my
like
god,
snap of the finger, like cut the camera, and then this little Nas like starting to perform his song.
dude, that was so fucking funny. I mean, it's probably bad of us for thinking like that, but
no, but like it's worse for them to do it.
Yeah, if y'all look it up, the opening ceremony. It's the new champion that came out, and I'm sorry for those who don't understand League of Legends. But the new champion, I think his name, Axel. the new champion, his name's Cassante, I think. And yeah, he's black. But it was so funny because I feel like he was appearing because he is the latest. Like he just dropped a few days ago, so they're probably like promoting this new champion in the game. But I don't know.
So canonically, Little Nice X is Cassante.
Yeah.
So,
oh no, that was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, very disappointing opening ceremony. Oh well.
The games were fun though.
Yeah, I was about to say, how were the games?
Oh, dude, they were fucking banger, dude. So the the way it works, it's a best of 5. So whoever wins 3, not in a row, just 3 in general, 3 games, will win.
Oh, really?
So
That's
in a best of 5s, yeah. Well, it went to 5 games, so that means both of them had 2 games under their belt. So the next person who won or whatever will win it all. So that's when it's like really, really like close.
And then that's when we went to sleep, so we didn't watch game 5.
Yeah, the first game was a total stomp from the team I was rooting for, T1. And then game 2, the other team won. It was kind of very close, so I kind of thought my team was still good.
It was Team DRX, for those who are wondering. Yeah,
DRX versus T1. And then T1 won game 3, and then DRX won game 4, and then DRX won game 5.
So they won overall.
They won overall. They won the championship. And the most famous player of League of Legends, he's on T1. And he didn't win Worlds. He hasn't won Worlds since 2017, I think. So that was feels bad, man.
That doesn't sound like number 1 player, Lamau. Imagine not winning.
Lamau.
But on the contrast, though, or on the contrary, the guy on DRX, he's been trying to win Worlds for like 10 years now, and he finally got it.
Or just get to Worlds.
Was it get to Worlds? No, I think he's been to Worlds.
No, it was get to Worlds. He's never been to Worlds.
Okay. So yeah, it was his first time getting to Worlds, and then he won the same year.
Cause
that's pretty cool.
If you watch like after the opening ceremony, it was literally like an anime intro, like anime like two characters. Because like it was Faker versus Dev, which was the other character in question. Like because they went to the same school, played the same game.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how their story is.
But it was just hilarious just to watch them. It was because you were on Reddit saying like this looked like just an anime.
Oh yeah, someone was like, this is literally like an anime bringing up story or something. I don't know, it was funny because you have the underdog and you have something like a whole team that's supposed to be like the best in the world.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah. Then there was that proposal in the pre-live stream.
Oh yeah, someone fucking proposed on live TV during the stream or whatever.
Yeah,
it was kind of cringe.
It was because like the people behind them weren't even reacting.
Yeah, the people behind they were just like, "Oh God, but not this fucking shit."
Yeah,
I mean it's pretty cringe.
Oh my God, it is very cringe.
Yeah, especially the reporter that she had like nothing to say. She was like, "Yeah, like
just get me out of here."
Just derail like what I was gonna do like for like the next like minute and a half.
Yeah. God damn selfish bastards.
It should have been me.
It should. Oh god. Yeah, Worlds. I love it. I'm happy that it's finally in the United States, so I could watch it at a decent time. Well, at decent-er time. But you know,
Gotta wait
can't win
another
them
10
all.
years.
Yeah, I gotta wait another 10 years before it comes back to the North America.
It's like the Olympics. It just goes around. Then again, you don't have to wait as long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too. It was fun to watch, even though I didn't understand anything. But I kept pointing out, like, the T1's plan was to just rock Faker like the entire time, because Faker kept dying first, like out of all four games.
Yeah, like in all the games, he was like first blood.
Yeah, because like you gotta punish him. Like if this guy's
God,
even more famous than the team he's on, like you gotta like knock him down at this point. Like that's what I would do.
Yeah, he is painted as the best player in the entire world. So focusing him would probably be best.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's the last standing T1 player in the roster. He's been there since like the very beginning. All these people are new.
What role does he play?
Mid. Do you know mid, or do you know the?
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, I play
mid.
I play Smite. I know the MOBA language.
Oh yeah. I forgot you did that. So for those who don't know MOBAs or whatever, at least in League of Legends, there's top. These are all lanes, by the way. There's top lane, mid lane, there's 3 lanes. Sorry, top, mid, and bottom lane. Bottom lane has 2 teammates, mid has 1, and top has 1. So there's 5 players on each team. But yeah, he's a mid laner. As all the most famous players are, because people think if you're mid, you're like the best and your team captain and all that stuff. When realistically, support players are the shot callers and the true, like, because they don't have to worry about like mechanics and all that stuff as a support. And
yeah, I was about to say Smite's a little bit different. There's solo. There's solo lane, mid lane, and then duo lane. Since there's no
solo lane, mid lane, and duo.
Yeah, solo.
Solo's top then.
Yeah, solo's top.
Then don't forget about the jungle.
And jungle. Yeah, jungle. I mean, jungle's jungle.
Oh yeah, I just realized my math didn't add up. That was only 4 players. Okay, sorry, there is a jungle. Yeah, that would be the 5th player.
Yeah,
my
that
bad.
Brain cancer is coming into play now.
Funny enough, I'm a jungle player myself.
I'm a solo.
So,
nerd. Usually top.
Not. Wait, there's no jungler in your game?
Yeah, there's jungler, but I don't play jungle.
Oh yeah, but I was jungle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I said
I'm a jungler in my game.
I mean, I'm not mid, I'm top. Or solo.
I always played support.
Or so, support. Yeah. I'm top and support.
Huh.
Yeah,
League of Legends.
League of Schmeggins.
Oh well, now I gotta wait a whole ass year before I can watch this shit again. You know, last year, that's when they unveiled Arcane, the show. It was a whole Arcane themed worlds, like the opening and everything. And then after the worlds ended, after the game ended, we got our champions. Then the Arcane TV show you were able to watch. So they played it fucking perfectly to get you so hyped that makes you want to watch Arcane.
Even though Arcane literally has nothing to do with League other than the lore.
Even then, it's kind of, they made their own. It's kind of like the comics in the MCU. The MCU is his own thing. Arcane is kind of like the LCU, the League Cinematic Universe. It's different. They changed the Champions lore a bit to fit more into a good kind of movie, TV show, like story.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I mean, overall, still kind of similar, but
it's still fun though. It's like, I feel like that's like that's how it's done right, rather than just do a complete just 180 on everything.
What do you mean?
No, because I've seen, so on the context of taking Arcane and League and try to compare them, is one thing, but like I've seen like this. We were just on the topic of Marvel. I've seen Iron Fist, Jessica Jones, and like Luke Cage. And, like their characters are completely like 100% different from their comic book counterparts.
Yeah,
like not different in like subtle ways, like completely different.
Well, I mean, yeah, no, of course you shouldn't completely change the character, but I do think the best way to adapt something like that is to change at least some parts. Like carbon copying it, first of all, will be boring because people will already know, you know, what's to be expected, what will happen, and all that stuff. Versus, you know, they'll know enough, and then you kind of do some kind of twists to keep it interesting. Be like, oh, they changed that. Now this is doing that thing, and I don't know. I think change can be good.
Change bad.
Change equal bad.
No change. Never change.
No change.
What
about you, Axel? Do you like what's your thoughts on like esports and stuff? Like, do you watch them? Do you hate them?
I used to watch it for Smite, and then I stopped playing Smite, so now I don't watch it.
Nice. Really?
Yep.
Well, why'd you stop playing?
The game got shit. That's all.
Oh wait, that's it?
Yeah.
They added the entirety of Slipknot into Smite.
Did they? Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, yeah.
All like I think like 5 members of Slipknot are like in the game.
Yeah.
I forgot. Smite kind of does a Fortnite thing.
Yeah, but they do it right, in my opinion.
They do it pretty well, and it's okay.
They added motherfucking Assassin's Creed first, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Let me look at this.
They have Avatar. They have a bunch of anime.
I remember the Avatar. I definitely remember the Avatar.
That anime, Ruby.
Stranger Things, Transformers, Rambo, Rocko's Modern Life, Danny Phantom, Invader Zim, My Life as a Teenage Robot, Ren and Stimpy, Paladins, the anime Ruby. Did I say TMNT?
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah. And then there was that too, which I think is cool.
And the most recent is what was the most recent again?
Ren and Stimpy?
No, it was something else. That requires me to open Steam and look at it. And I don't feel like doing that. I'm
kind of happy that League of Legends doesn't do that. Or Riot Games, sorry. Not League of Legends, Riot Games. They made...
Riot.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel if they would do something like that.
They added Maui.
Yeah, they had... Yeah, apparently it's...
Maui?
Yeah, they had Maui into the game.
That's funny.
You have to remember, it's about gods, so any pantheon can be in Smite.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah.
That is true.
Well, gods and demigods, like just mythology in general.
Yeah, mythology in general. Because you got Cerberus, you got Jormungand there. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, because Hercules is in there, ain't he?
Yep, Herc's there.
Hercules.
Yeah, he's a
See, like, I love the game. I love Smite, but I also hate it. So I don't play it. That's my stance on it.
It's a love-hate relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's where we differ because I stopped.
And I'm like, I love it, but I don't want to play it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's where we differ. I stopped playing League of Legends, but I still watch the esports and stuff because I do still like the game. Oh, no, I think we left for different reasons. I still enjoyed the game. It's just I didn't really have the time to play it. I still enjoy it. So, okay, never mind. I guess there are kind of different reasons.
Yeah. And that was another thing, like,
between me and you.
When I played Smite and everything, I was like the sweaty gamer. Like, I knew how to play every god. Well, because I was a solo lane, so I had to know how to play every god. I know my matchups, all that.
Were you good with mechanics?
Yeah, I was very good with mechanics. I knew how to counterplay. I mainly played Guardians, though, because Guardians are really good at solo lane and support. So if you mastered those, you can easily fit into the roles. I can... in my solo lane, if our support isn't really doing great, I can fill that role or just do massive damage as Guardians do in that game. Or
do fatty damage.
They do massive damage. It's
Do that
actually hilarious.
fat damage.
Rock solid damage.
Yeah.
Oh,
I forgot what was the last god they added to the game when I left. It was a while back.
I don't know. Yeah.
God,
Too
there's
many.
so many new gods. Like, if I were to join back into the game, I have to learn all these new gods, how to fight them, and how to play them, and it's a lot of work. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah.
Like, how many champions
I remember
does
I
League
played
have?
it for a little bit. Huh?
How many champions does League have?
Too many.
That's a good question.
Too many.
Last time I checked, it was like 140 something, but we've gotten a few more. So I'm guessing maybe 150.
Yeah, let me list of gods.
Yeah, I'll look up
100,
League of Legends.
123 gods you can play.
Nice.
Okay.
I know
So
at least
this
like
was from
75%
July.
of those.
And yet people.
Oh my god, hold up. No. They
What?
didn't. Okay, right now there's a total of 161 champions.
Damn.
There we go.
That's
Dang.
like 50 too many.
Well, they said when League of Legends first released back in 2009, there were about 40 champions.
See, that seems like fine.
So I'm gonna do some math actually. So it's 20, 22. Minus 9. So it's only been alive for 13 years.
It's
And-
not even old enough to drink.
No, not even. Okay. So if we do that, and then we divide it by 161, so it releases.
21?
No, wait, no, that's probably not.
Okay.
So that's about what?
No, sorry.
What?
There's this. I'm looking at the Smite fandom wiki right now, and I'm hovering over some gods. And there's Ymir. You know Ymir, the ice giant.
Yeah.
And then I fucking look at the guy below him is Wu Hong. I think it's a new character. He's a Chinese god or a Chinese character.
I wonder why.
Chinese person. And when I hover over him, it should say his name, but it just says Ymir.
Nice.
Nice.
So doing the
There's
math,
two Ymirs.
that's about 12.4. So I'll just say 12 to round down. 12 champions a year. So that's about one a month. That's not bad.
About.
Yeah. I mean, that keeps it exciting, right?
Mhm.
Or
Yeah.
infuriating, depending on, I don't know. Definitely the most recent champions have been more or less either way too broken or basically non-existent. It's
Mhm.
never in between.
I mean, what can you do? Can't please everyone, so you just gotta just entertain the masses as much as they can.
I don't know. Well.
'Cause- Ooh, well.
Oh,
What
yeah.
were you gonna say, boy?
I forgot. I remember they had to rename some gods because some of them were quote unquote offensive. Like Isis. Isis was an Egyptian god, but now they changed her name to Estet.
Oh my god, really?
That's what's
Yeah.
up.
I mean, Estet technically is also correct, but
I mean, as long as it's still correct, but still,
Yeah.
dude, it's a fucking name. Why are people getting butthurt of a fucking name?
yeah.
Whatever
It
about
just
the
happens.
loving cultures and shit.
Ivan, we live in 2022. I don't think everyone
Is there
gives a
another
fuck,
great
to be
one?
honest.
No, we don't.
You gotta think about it. If we can't even wrap our heads around people calling themselves by something that they're not gonna give a fuck. They're still gonna complain about names. So let's be real here.
Eh.
Well, that's a whole different topic too. So,
Mhm. Ooh, okay, so I have a question for y'all.
uh-oh.
So,
I monkey.
while we're still on the topic of esports, what's your thoughts on esports as a whole? Not into any particular game, but esports as a whole versus like regular sports and its popularity in the real world.
As someone who minus myself, my entire family is basically loves sports. My mom to an extent, but my dad and my brother love sports, like especially football and all that. Even right now, my dad's watching Sunday Night Football. So he's because that's what he grew up with. Like he grew up around sports, doing everything. But at the same time, I never really got into it to an extent. I mean, I love to watch like the professional wrestling, like the fake stuff, guys. So you don't get that twisted. Because
it's entertaining though.
Yeah, it's entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
But as far as esports as a whole, it's cool to see that generations has evolved to cater towards us as people who are growing up with video games, and it's taking things to the next level, rather than the phrase back in the day being like, you're gonna do nothing with that in the future, and then look at people now like making hundreds of thousands of dollars by streaming video games for a living,
or more.
yeah, getting sponsors, getting all these deals, playing in front of hundreds of thousands of people. I mean, what more can you ask? I mean, as a whole, it's amazing, but at times it can just be a little much.
I can see that, yeah.
And especially, it's only catered towards like certain games, but then again, like those games have massive followings too. Like, for example, League, Dota, which is another big esports game.
Yeah.
StarCraft, I believe StarCraft 2, whatever that is. And then, and more currently in our situation, Overwatch League, which is another big thing in general, which isn't as big as it once was, like back when the first game dropped, but it's still maintaining itself. So I think as a whole, it's doing itself right, but at the same time too, it's also probably catering towards the masses, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just I'd rather see games that don't give a lot of attention, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, Axel, what about you?
I don't really watch sports, so I mean, we didn't really grow up on sports, did we?
No, not really.
Yeah, so I really don't have much to say about it. I mean, they're fun to watch; they can get hype, but I'm not really invested into them. And then for like same thing with esports, but I mean, it's kind of more relatable because I do play some of these games that are esport competitive, whatnot. But I'm like, I really don't care, and like I only care to a certain extent because sometimes, when certain things get good in the esport, they have to nerf it for balancing reasons for that. Yeah, and that kind of irritates me. Because, like, I'm not in that top league, so, like, why I have to, I get affected by it? I think that's the main reason why I left Smite, because they kept balancing everything around professional, which, I mean, you technically should, but it also causes havoc in the lower ranks because of that.
Yeah, I would argue against it, if anything.
Yeah, so then, like, since Smite was more heavily balanced towards the professional league, it just made everything, like, annoying, and you had to play meta, otherwise you're not going to win. And it's like, why play? I don't want to be sweaty 24/7. I just want to play funny gods and just smack people for 1 million damage.
1 million damage.
Yeah.
Without having to like worry about like, oh, you're feeding, like stop it, and then like toxicity and yada yada yada. I think that's pretty much it. You know, I like it, but it's just like, eh.
Yeah.
And then like I think I want to add on to like the topic of, since like with all these competitive plays and everything, people want to go cater towards the quote unquote competitive meta, so they try to play like them when in reality they can't even do a third of what they can do.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the next faker, guys. Watch me.
Dies immediately. Runs into the enemy team and dies. Yeah.
No, but okay. Yeah, but also think about it too. Back on topic of Overwatch one more time. When Overwatch League was at its peak back in like 2017 and all that, the streamer XQC was a part of that, and then made himself known, and now he's like one of the biggest streamers all the time on Twitch. But look at him, like look, like just like, you cannot tell me that this guy deserves to be looked upon and graced like with everything that he's given. Like the man is a complete tool, and yet people sell their soul to him.
Yeah, I was about to chime in on that. I'm like, I really don't like XQC.
I think we already ripped on him once. Now we're ripping on him again. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, because I don't understand how he got so famous the way he did. He is a total ass. And like, I don't know. I mean, this goes for anyone who becomes popular and like is a total asshole. But I don't know. I just don't understand how he, of all people, became famous.
It all went to his thighs, and then he blew up.
Yeah. No, but yeah, my thoughts on esports as a whole thing. I find it crazy how fast it blew up and how big it is nowadays. Because at least worldwide, esports is almost the most popular sport in the world, I think. You know, because worldwide, because like with League of Legends, it is the most popular esports. Technically, I think it gets like hundreds of millions of views, but if you know the Worlds happened this year in North America, and esports in North America isn't nearly as popular as it is in like in Europe or even like the Asian countries like China and Korea and Japan and all that stuff. Because I think on Twitch and YouTube and stuff, I think there was a bit over like 1 million views or whatever. And then of course in the stadium, they filled a stadium that filled like 50,000 people or something like that. It's a pretty decent stadium. But looking at Worlds in these other areas, like if like a few years ago it was in China, or I think it was China. It's usually in China or someplace in Europe because that's where it's most popular, I think. But they were able to fill like a whole ass like Olympic stadium, like hundreds of thousands of people that they were able to fill, and of course that's where the vast majority of the viewership comes from, where the 100 million views whatever is usually from those countries. But I don't know, I find it kind of crazy, and it's only 13 years old and it's already this big. I don't know about the viewership for like the other games like Smite or Overwatch or these other stuff like StarCraft, and
I believe like they get
Dota.
I believe they get too much compared to League of Legends, because even though League of Legends is a whole league of its own. So if once something gets compared to something, it's not going to get out of its shadow unless like it pulls like a rabbit out of its ass. That's brutal.
Yeah, that is true. But yeah, no, esports, I don't know if the viewership of real sports is dying or if it's growing or whatever, but one thing's for sure is esports is definitely growing, and it's growing even faster. And I don't know. I think maybe one day it'll probably be the best or the most played, like, or the most popular thing. That's what I'm trying to say is probably going to be more popular than regular sports.
Oh no, it already is. It has a higher viewership than like Super Bowl.
Well, no, that's just North America though.
No, so like also like on the topic of that as well.
Yeah.
Any like most sports outside of the American countries are basically like the bread and butter like people get behind too. Because like as I was saying on the topic of wrestling, I told you this recently. Over in Japan, wrestling is treated as like a sport that people respect, even though regardless of people knowing if it's like it's fake or not, or predetermined depending on how like if you look at it. Yeah, they treat it with respect, and like each little like hold they clap. They know when, rather than like what we saw back in like September, Ivan. It's a little bit different how they do their cheering and all that.
Okay,
it's something worthwhile, especially with like a lot of interviews I've seen with wrestlers saying that Japanese crowds are on a whole different level than American or like any other crowd. Yeah, it's just it's a sight to behold.
Yeah, no, for sure. Well, I've read somewhere that like FIFA, like the World Cup. I read somewhere that it has like 1.2 billion views or whatever every time it's when it's being shown or whatever. Like it's World Cup thingy, whatever. They get like 1.2 billion.
That's a lot of people watching a video game.
Yeah, no, that's like what, an eighth.
No, that's not a video game. It's the real thing. It's the real thing.
Yeah, no, not talking about the fucking EA FIFA.
That's a lot of loot boxes there, bro.
Well, I think it's actually called FIFA, ain't it?
Yeah, it's FIFA 15 or whatever. FIFA 69.
No, not the EA, the real, soccer.
It's called the FIFA World Cup.
Yeah.
What it is.
I'm pretty sure they get like 1 point something billion, but that's kind of crazy because that's like an eighth of the world is like tuning in on that. And
it's just ridiculous.
Actually, that brings up a good question that, now that I think about it, is that soccer or football, however you want to say it. Football. That is one game. There's no nerfing or buffing or any of this other stuff. It's literally just one game. You kick a ball into you don't need a net. You can kick it into a hole. That's kind of golf,
big rectangle.
Yeah, you just kick it into a goal. Okay? That's it. And maybe FIFA will still be the most popular. I don't know, but let's say esports as a whole is more popular.
I'm telling you that will never get outdone anytime soon. Not maybe like in the next 100 years or so, but currently with the amount of countries that actually watch and actively play it, especially in like the South American countries or even over in Europe as well, it's not even rivaled at this point.
Yeah, I mean, because it's a higher learning curve. It's also the game is it's a game that's made by a company or something, unless we get government mandated like games or something. I don't know.
That's what Call of Duty is going to become in like a couple of years.
Oh my god! But yeah, like I don't know. I think the play of entry is a lot higher. So now that I think about it, I don't think esports will ever be the most popular, but at least it could be up there, and
it's in the top 1%.
Yeah, I don't know. If we can get like esports to be as popular as like what it is in Korea or something like that, I think we'd live in a good world.
Oh yeah.
Where like people still use internet cafes and shit, like people like Faker who are like superstars and super famous over there.
Were you telling me that like he's in a loophole for like military like deployment or something?
Oh yeah, the stupid shit of the stupid Korean laws or whatever that I think, well, I already hate government. Anything government I hate. But it sucks even more. Like I already hate the draft thing that all guys have to sign up for to like get their driver's license or something like that. Where we basically say that, hey, if there's ever draft, you can draft me kind of thing. In Korea or South Korea, for those who aren't smart.
You right?
Yeah, not North Korea. I mean, it's probably North Korea too. I don't know.
Don't downplay.
Everyone's probably in the
North
military.
Korean viewers, Ivan. Don't downplay them.
Huh?
Don't downplay our North Korean
I
viewers.
Sorry, LeBron James.
So
oh wait, no, he's more the communist or the China party, not Korea. Okay, whatever. Anyway, yeah, they have a government mandated thing. Like I think it's after you're done with high school, you have to do, I think it was like 60 months of military service or something. Like it's mandatory. You have to do that. But it could be deferred based off of like certain criterias. Either I think I read somewhere like if you're like famous, whatever, you can defer it. Or I forgot. It was also like if you drop out of school, like if you have to complete your high school degree or your GED. And Faker, he dropped out. Same with that other guy, Deft, the one who's now a world champion. Except Faker dropped out and never got his GED. So he's been like deferring it for so long. And I think at this point he might be like in the loophole where he'll never need to because he's also famous. But the Deft guy, he also dropped out of high school like Faker.
From the same school.
From the same school. They knew each other. But he also got his GED. So I think, but he's also famous now or whatever, so he might be able to defer it. But I think eventually he'll have to do his mandatory service. And funny enough, because of this mandatory service, there's been a lot of really talented, like amazing players from Korea that had to retire from the professional scene because of this, military mandate. And it's so stupid. Like, I don't know.
Man, there's probably some like underlying thing, but it's like it's different country, different rules. We really can't like fight it or anything. But
no, but I can say it's stupid.
Yeah,
because it's stupid. I think any kind of mandated government thing is stupid.
You can say that in America.
Yeah, Americans are stupid too. Look at us.
Yeah, we have the fucking draft.
Yeah, but
and we like football more than League of Legends. I think that's pretty stupid.
Stupid, yeah.
It's pretty stupid.
Imagine liking a real life sport. Golf. Cringe.
Oh no, cringe.
Hey, they're paying millions of dollars. I don't think it's that cringe.
You mean money laundering?
Money laundering.
No.
Cheating at Super Bowl. AAA Tom Brady.
Bruh.
But well. Oh yes. Also speaking of wrestling.
Oh,
when this recording drops, the next day I will be at Concord, North Carolina, at the next DPW wrestling event. So if any of our viewers from the last wrestling event that we went to, please stop by and say hi. I will be promoting with the promotional board that I got recently.
Yeah.
So you'll
should show the board again.
All right, going to get it. Hold
show
up.
The board.
Go
show
get
the board.
it.
Going to get it.
There we go. Hopefully he doesn't get kicked out.
Give him the steel
and
chair.
Unfortunately, I won't. Oh wait, is he showing it?
Yeah, I'm showing it.
Hell
look
yeah!
At that board. Hell yeah!
Look at that board, it's so beautiful. It's like I can see it right now.
Let me get the last one.
Oh yeah, in the Wooloo.
Show the Wooloo.
Pokemon.
Yeah, look at that.
I still have it.
That's great.
It's been shown already.
Last time. Here's after the new one. What a difference!
What a difference!
Whoa! Look at that! Oh my lord! Look at that! Wow.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be joining Brandon in this endeavor.
No.
So you wouldn't be seeing my beautiful face in person.
Yeah,
quite unfortunate.
I'm the life of this party here.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah. That's actually a benefit that I'm not going. It's a plus.
But yeah, I'm gonna try to get the good seats so we can promote it a lot longer rather than just.
And hopefully you don't get kicked out because of it.
There's no way they're kicking me out. I will freaking RKO someone.
It'd be like that. All right. So I think I'm just gonna end it off there.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm actually kind of happy. You know, we stuck with the whole esports thing. You know, we were bound to have a whole ass episode talking about that. I thought we can get a whole ass episode without mentioning Overwatch. But that didn't happen.
No, it was inevitable, especially on the topic of video games. Let's be real here.
That is true. The Overwatch League and everything, but yep. All right. Also, so that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you all for watching or listening, depending on where you consume our podcast.
Consumer.
Yeah. All of our socials is going to be in the description as per usual. So please check them out. Give them all the love. And do y'all have anything else to say before we go?
Please like and subscribe and leave a 5-star review on the Spotify so we know that you love us.
I don't think Spotify has that.
They do.
Also, buy all my NFTs.
They have 5-star review, but not like a review thing.
Oh.
Please like and subscribe.
All right. And we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Bye.